From the odds flipping at the river card to the insane bids players put out, poker is a game of organized chaos and most of the time, just pure chaos. So let's see the top 7 most chaotic poker hands ever witnessed at the World Series of Poker. Does skill really matter in a game of poker, or is it all left to fate as we are about to see? Let's find out together. Number 7. Splitting the pot. The final table of the 2007 World Series of Poker is perhaps one of the most memorable and, for those who saw it live, most intense hands they've ever seen. Coming to the hand, we have Brett Richey, Phil Hellmuth, and Beth Shak all vying to win. When the round began, Beth Shak and Phil Hellmuth checked their cards to see pocket aces, one of the best hands in the game. Seeing these, first Shak and then Hellmuth ended up going all in, but Richey, with pocket kings, was debating whether or not he should call it in. Of course, going all in would mean suicide for Richey, but he just couldn't pass up on the opportunity and decided to go all in as well and push his luck. When the flop came, a 10 of spades, 3 of diamonds, and 7 of spades, putting Hellmuth's deck further ahead for a moment till the turn card was revealed as an 8 of clubs, equalizing the win rate. But the final river card would reveal a 4 of clubs, which would bring Richey's chances of winning to a complete 0, ejecting Richey out of the game and making Shak and Hellmuth split the pot. Definitely one of those moments where you've never wanted pocket kings to win more badly than ever. Number 6. Saved by the bell. If you want the definition of a soul-crushing moment for a poker player, look no further than Jennifer Harman's 2005 WSOP main event moment with Corey Zeidman. The round started off almost completely in favor of Harman, as she turned up with pocket queens, while Zeidman had an 8 and 9 of diamonds. Brady Davis would initially try to get in on the action at the start as well with his ace-6, but would bail as soon as the flop came, showing a 10 of spades and a jack and queen. The showdown between Harman and Zeidman would then begin. Zeidman had the chance to completely change the tide of the round and decided to hold on even though the turn brought another 10 with it, launching Harman's chances of winning even further up. But when all hope seemed lost for Zeidman, then came the river card, which brought a 7 of diamonds. The exact card needed for Zeidman to seal the deal and win the round. Zeidman would go all in, seeing the river, and on finally revealing their cards, the win clearly went to Harman. Zeidman was sure of his demise till the river card and was thinking of damage control till the river card came in. Imagine how much he would have lost if he backed out early. Number 5. 2014. Big one for one drop. The WSOP main event usually has a $10,000 buy-in. But when it comes to the big one for one drop, you can see that the buy-in is a staggering $1 million, already raising the stakes well beyond chaotic. But what's crazy is that the chances of this hand that took place were a staggering 1 in 12 million. The round had Connor Drynan and Kerry Katz butting heads over who'd take the round, with both confident in their hands. Why, you ask? Well, it's because they both had pocket aces. The chances of 2 people getting pocket aces are relatively low, but the chances of what happened after were near impossible. While Drynan has a diamonds and clubs pair, Katz has a spades and hearts pair, giving them both an equally good chance to win. Drynan, feeling confident, would go all in and Katz would call. Drynan should have perhaps thought twice before he went all in. Though, because we are about to see the most soul-crushing defeat being served to Drynan, the flop would come, revealing a 2 of diamonds and a king and 5 of hearts. The turn would bring another 4 of hearts, and the final river card would reveal a 2 of hearts, making Katz take the win and eliminating Drynan at 18th place. Number 4. Unpredictable. Matt Affleck had the chance to perhaps overtake Jonathan Duhamel and beat him at the 2010 main event, and it seemed like the odds were in his favor as well, as he had been blessed with pocket aces. But as you know, poker is the most unpredictable game in the world, and this moment proved exactly that. Affleck and Duhamel would go head-to-head, with Duhamel in the chip lid and Affleck in second. Affleck would have pocket aces, while Duhamel would have pocket jacks. The two would keep raising and re-raising till the flop brought a 10 of diamonds, 9 of spades, and 7 of hearts, taking Affleck into the lead. The turn card would see a queen come in, maintaining Affleck's position. But when the river card was finally revealed, it brought forward a devastating 8 of diamonds, which instantly boosted Duhamel up and made him win the round, forcing Affleck to resign all of his chips to Duhamel and leave in a fit of rage. Number 3. Mike the Mouth Matesau. Poker has a few names that can truly call themselves legends and defend that title, and Matesau is definitely one person who can. But there are times even when legends are overtaken by underdogs because the poker gods didn't favor them that day. The 2005 WSOP was definitely a humbling moment for Matesau, and it would become a round he would never forget. The hand began with Steve Danenman with pocket jacks, Scott Lazar with pocket aces, and Mike Matesau with pocket kings. Danenman would do the smart thing and fold immediately, while Lazar would immediately snap call, showing confidence in his hand. When the flop came, the odds would immediately go in favor of Matesau, who turned over a queen, 6, and king. But the turn would indicate the direction that the odds were about to change, as it brought a 2. The final river card would flip the entire hand on its head as it brought a jack with it, giving Scott Lazar the immediate win. Number 2. 2023 WSOP Heads Up. The 2023 Heads Up event was certainly one of the most interesting matches to watch, as Doug Polk and Chris Brewer clashed head-on. Brewer and Polk would have pocket face cards, with Brewer taking kings and Polk taking queens. Polk, knowing his chances, would contemplate for a second as to what he should do and then would immediately go all in. But Polk seemed to have overestimated his luck, as he would momentarily freeze as the flop came, bringing a 6, an 8, and a 5 with it. Polk would have his eyes on the turn, but that would bring another 5, keeping the odds ever in the Brewers' favor. But just when all hope seemed lost, the river turned and revealed a queen, giving Polk a full set. This full set ended up knocking out Brewer's kings paired off suit out of the water, handing Polk the championship. Number 1. Face cards. Face off. The 2023 WSOP main title featured the biggest ever prize pool of money, with a grand total of $12 million awaiting the first position. But this title did not see any sort of ordinary play. It instead had one of the most statistically bizarre plays of all time, with 3 players getting pocket suits of face cards alone. Daniel Weinman, Jose Aguilera, and Joshua Payne pocket jacks, queens, and kings, respectively, at the start of this hand. And of course, when Weinman received his cards, his 2 opponents watched as he went all in. Payne, in response, would go all in as well, and Aguilera would call. When the flop finally came, it would bring a 4, ace, and a 7. But it was on the turn that would change everything, bringing in a jack with it, essentially winning Weinman the hand. The river would end up sealing the deal with a 3 of spades, propelling Weinman's stack up by a stupendous 172%. The odds of the 3 players all getting pocket face cards were astronomically low, and additionally, just when Weinman was about to lose it all, he came back even stronger. If you enjoyed these chaotic poker hands, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to see more chaotic moments on the world stage of poker. Which of these 7 WSOP hands was the most insane? Let us know in the comments.